Ciryl Gane looks to be the undisputed heavyweight champion when he fights former teammate and heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. See who the fighters are picking in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
That's a good one. Ex-training partners. Ciryl Gane, I think, is the technician. I think he's faster. I mean, he's got some power, but Ngannou, man, he can hit you with one little shot on the tip of the nose and put you to sleep. I think it's going to be difficult, man, for both. But I'm going to lean towards a man, Ngannou.
Yeah, I honestly don't know because, there's former training partners, but, I think Gane, his head coach is now, or was Francis's, so I don't know if they're going to have any kind of insight about what they were doing. But, you can make the argument that was however many years ago. Francis is a completely different fighter now. And then you got to see about how Francis's attitude is coming into this fight, with the whole UFC trying to, make the interim and all that. So we'll see. I think that if Ciryl can, stay at range, keep his distance, I think that he'll be able to pick Francis apart, kind of like what he did to Derek Lewis. I don't think that Francis, can close that gap without getting hit. And I think that Francis, I just don't think his wrestling is going to be good enough to take Ciryl down. So,
Francis, I think the power is too much. I think Ciryl Gane is the better fighter. He's a more technical fighter. He's the better fighter literally everywhere. But the problem is, at some point, you have to close the distance with Francis. And when you do that, and he just starts swinging, I'm going to go Francis.
Gane has been so good, so comfortable in there, and just seems like nobody has anything on him. So, yeah, I think he's going to be the next one.
Man, I know they used to train together. I never heard any stories or anything about, who got the best of who during training. But I do like Gane in the fact that he moves like a lighter guy. He's got great movement, great footwork, great combos, and he mixes up the power with speed, and he doesn't just throw straight bombs. I think he's a little more well-rounded than Francis.
I think that is probably the toughest heavyweight fight to call in a long time. I think that no heavyweight has shown improvement like Francis Ngannou has. So I'm going to go with the underdog then, just because I think that's the deciding factor for me. The payout will be more. So
I got Ciryl Gane. I don't know. That's a tough one. Francis Bob Bomb.
Man, I don't know, because I know you probably, like everybody else, seen the old sparring footage, and they're pretty similar size. If you would have asked me before Francis's last fight, I would have leaned towards Ciryl Gane. But after seeing him structured and composed like that, Ciryl Gane's probably like the slicker striker and uses more stuff more frequently in fights. But he has a tendency to pull away and kind of like pull/shoulder roll and leave his like head's kind of up, even though he's getting out of dodge, which will work if you're way faster and way bigger. Him and Francis are the same size, and Francis is just as, if not more, explosive. So I think if Francis fights like he did last time and more structured and like staying at home with everything, I think he can take the win.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.